I'm sure all of you have noticed that self-improvement videos have become extremely popular on YouTube. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. I totally understand that since so many people in society are more isolated now from other human beings than ever, oftentimes they'll turn their attention to the internet to get like some basic advice on certain things, and I get that it can be helpful to some people, but it's become a huge market and that's made it ripe for exploitation. So there's been this rise in AI-generated self-improvement gurus, and they all make the exact same video with the exact same life hacks. So you want to get a woman? Well, you need to be a high-value man, an alpha male. That means brushing your teeth, combing your hair, eat well, sleep well, go to the gym. You'll be drowning in sodden beef curtains in no time if you follow this advice that no one else is telling you, because no one wants you to know it. They want to keep you in the dark as a sad cuck beta male. And it's just that shit over and over and over again. And I wanted to show one channel that I found today that had me giggling, that is the embodiment of this entire trend. It's a channel called Far From Weak, and it's a picture of Kratos, and the guy behind it isn't using an AI voice like all of the other channels. It's his actual voice, but he puts a filter on it to artificially deepen it so it sounds more like Kratos and more masculine. And not to immediately start taking shots here, but to me that sounds far from strong. You're afraid to use your real voice for fear of ridicule, so instead you use effects to make it sound deeper than it is. To me that sounds pretty weak, but let's go ahead and go over his most popular video here.
There are guys out there that attract the highest quality of girls, and they do so effortlessly. On the other side, you will find many guys that can't get laid, and that is why they are bitter.
He makes it sound so haunting, like he's the Zodiac killer or something, and he's trying so hard to make his voice deeper so that way it's helping with the pitch shifting to bring it down so it sounds a little more natural. So he's getting up in there and letting it get real raspy. Here are the secret 3 tips to getting so much pussy your cock will fall off.
The truth is that girls can make life more fun. It is always good to focus on yourself, but you have to stay honest with yourself. Don't start blaming girls for your own shortcomings. Instead, learn from videos like this one and become better with them in real life.
I have absolutely no doubt that he has ChatGPT generate these scripts because every single video plays out almost exactly like this on all of the other channels that do this kind of content. By far the most popular subject covered by these channels is like this: how to get girls. The ultimate tutorial on getting women. So you want to fuck like an alpha male? Here's how. And it's the same points every single time, and all of those videos are so popular, which is extremely sad because what that means is there's a bunch of really lonely dudes out there that just keep watching these same videos over and over again, somehow expecting to like get all of those skills through osmosis. Like just by watching it, it's going to make them more equipped at getting a woman without ever actually implementing any change in their life. It's not even terrible advice every time either. Like there, don't blame women. Look more introspectively. But that's not groundbreaking information. That's not like a eureka moment, like, oh, it was my fault all along. Like, I feel like deep down, everyone who watches these videos knows that they have to grab the bull by the horns and do it themselves. And they've been told that millions and millions and millions of times. Why keep feeding into the AI content farm here to hear it again? It's like going to these videos for affirmations, like, okay, I do need to make a change, and then not doing it, and then going and watching another, like, Chad Energy Aura video tutorial. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Number 1. High energy. Women are attracted to energetic, confident men. They crave a man that is oozing with confidence and is overflowing with energy.
Who doesn't know that? It's not just women that like that, it's human beings in general. No one likes someone that's just going to slink away into the shadows acting like some kind of downtrodden weirdo. Everyone likes someone that's confident. Everyone knows that. High energy, people like that too. Not necessarily the way he portrays it here with like a gorilla banging on its chest to attract females. Like, people don't like that level of energy where you're just out there like a fucking bozo screaming and shouting and hooting and hollering. But everyone knows that confidence matters a lot in life. And I'm 100% certain that everyone in the audience that turns to these self-improvement AI creators knows that. So I don't know why they keep coming back to it to keep hearing that they need to be more confident without ever really doing anything of their own. Maybe they just really like watching the anime montage and the random movie clips montage, perhaps. Like maybe that's the draw.
When I say this, I'm not saying to act like a clown or behave like a fool. Think of the alpha gorilla that gets all the females. Because the silverback is the powerful leader, full of energy and strength. If challenged by a younger or even by an outsider male, a silverback will scream, beat his chest, bare his teeth, and then charge forward.
I love how all of these channels always pull from the animal kingdom, either the gorillas or lions is another really popular one. Why does the lion fuck, but you don't? What separates you from the lion? Here's the breakdown. This one's using the gorilla. The gorilla has a ton of energy. It's the powerful leader. When challenged, it'll charge forward, beating its chest and screaming. It's like, yeah, it's a super cool, fun fact here, but the example isn't necessary. That's not going to be the selling point to someone watching this. That's not going to be the eye-opener. Like, nah, this guy's full of baloney. What a bunch of horseradish. No way confidence matters at all. And then the gorilla segment comes on, he's like blown away. Whoa! So I guess confidence does matter. Look at the gorillas. Okay, I guess I'm gonna emulate that. From now on, anytime I feel threatened out in society, I'm just gonna scream, "Ah!" and start charging at them. And then I'll get women.
And even happily serve as playmates for excitable infants. Let me be very clear. There are alphas amongst us humans too, and they always have higher energy than beta males. This is a very important part of thriving as a man, and you will not hear many people talk about it.
The zoology lesson goes on longer than anything else he talks about here, just focusing on the gorilla behavior, because I imagine ChatGPT really went in depth on it, so he just put the whole thing in here to pad the runtime, and then he tries to tie it all back. So there are alphas among humans too, and they have high energy and confidence. Won't hear many people talk about it. Except for every single other content farm that makes this exact type of slop. Like, that is the most preached thing ever in this category.
You can boost your energy for free by working out, getting sunlight, and getting good sleep.
No shit, you don't say. By doing like the basic human necessities, you can boost your energy? Wow.
Number 2, be charismatic. Charismatic men are perceived as both likable and powerful, a dynamic, irresistible combination that drives women insane and makes them obsessed.
Another absolute bombshell of information you won't hear anyone else talk about. Be charismatic. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm almost 100% sure the reason these videos always have so many views isn't even really people looking for any kind of legitimately good advice or anything. It's people in a desperate situation to find companionship and looking for some kind of cheat code or some kind of, like, glitch that they can use to find a soulmate without putting in any work of their own. So they click on these videos expecting something new, some little nugget of wisdom that might actually help them, but they just keep getting fed the same advice every single time. Granted, it's not bad advice, like having confidence and charisma is extremely important, but that's not why people are clicking on the video. Everyone knows that shit. I really feel like the reason they get engagement is because it's people truly searching for this fucking, like, I don't know, super soldier potion like Captain America so they can overnight be the Adonis they dream of.
To be charismatic, you have to be able to listen more than you talk. This will make you more mysterious, and it makes the other person feel important and good about themselves. Ask questions, maintain eye contact, smile, frown, nod, respond.
This is like some kind of program that would be used by aliens to try and help them figure out what human expression is like. No shit. When you're in a conversation, you should be engaging with it. Obviously. Now, the advice about listening more than you talk, I think that's legitimately good advice. Not because it builds you up as some kind of mysterious anime character or whatever, but because that's just a genuinely good thing to do, so that way you can process what's being talked about and legitimately conversate about it, as opposed to just overpowering the other person in this conversation where you treat it like some kind of war. Again, that's not even like an incorrect point to make. It's just a point that's been made a billion times before, and it's just being pumped out by AI self-improvement gurus out the wazoo, and they're making tons of money off it.
Number 3, smell good, dress good. While we're taught not to judge a book by its cover, first impressions always matter.
Zoinks! You don't say! Smell good, huh? Who would have guessed that that would be important in getting ladies? You're telling me you can't run around smelling like turbo ass? Gonna have to take notes there so I remember that. That's big. What a huge revelation there. Broke new ground. And then dress good? You gotta dress well? Oh man. This is big stuff.
The first step to smelling good is to not smell bad. Make sure you take care of your hygiene, shower every day, and use some natural form of soap. Make sure your mouth hygiene is good.
I've said this before, but YouTubers have become like parents to a lot of their audience. This is just telling you the most basic shit you've ever heard in your life. The trick to smelling good is not smelling bad. Who is this, Socrates? Man, this wisdom is profound. Really makes you stop and think. But anyway, there's no, you get the point. There's no reason for me to keep going through the videos. You get what the channel is.
I have to go away for a while. This isn't clickbait or some pathetic attempt to get views. I will actually vanish by the end of this video.
He has to go away for a while because he's being hunted by the Illuminati shadow government that's trying to take him down for being too powerful and revealing the secrets on how to get laid. So this is his goodbye video. And in it, he talks about the movement, which he is extremely proud of and wants to continue to spread the movement.
Our movement is better than that. Besides, I have many other faceless channels that bring in consistent money even when I sleep. There's no reason for me to milk content since money is of no concern to me. So, the question is, what would take our movement to the next level?
His movement is just basic ChatGPT self-improvement advice. The most by-the-numbers, basic surface-level shit you could ever imagine in terms of how to help yourself. That's it. That's his movement. But what he drops here is something I find very interesting. He claims to have many other faceless channels just like this one that are generating a ton of income for him. And I believe it. I would imagine he has an entire network of channels just like this because you can spit these videos out super quick and super easy. I imagine he doesn't even use his voice for the other ones. He probably does just use canned AI voices, which makes it even lower lift and even bigger return. Less time, more money. That's exactly the kind of world we're entering into in the digital space. We're seeing it a lot with shorts right now. That's been a huge talking point for a lot of people recently, is all of the AI generated shorts. YouTube recently rolled out something where you have to click to disclose whether or not the video is AI generated content. It's supposed to help viewers distinguish real from synthetic content. And that is going to be something that's going to get really tricky down the line too. And this guy is far from the only one that's doing this. There's actually tons of people that are super open about their AI usage and content farm. So I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a shorts creator who was talking about how he's making 15 to 20K a month just by using ChatGPT to generate things like top 10 reptile facts. And then the only thing he has to do is compile random reptile videos that he finds on YouTube, throw it into a short, and he's making a ton of money doing that. This guy is doing it for self-improvement. He's just taking like the most general self-improvement topics, how to get women, how to be more attractive, what alpha males do versus beta males, that kind of thing. It generates the script, and then all he has to do is just randomly grab anime moments and movie moments and put them into the video, and that's it. Ship it. And he says he has tons of other channels that do similar things to make him tons of money. There's a lot of people that are doing this now. And it's something that is only growing in popularity. It is so fucking dystopian, and I just had to talk about it a little bit here. So yeah, that's really about it. See ya.